Hey guys, what's up? It's the Chaos Prophet, and today I have some bad news for Payday 2 players, at least on the console. What you're watching right now is some Payday 2, and I'm playing on normal. I didn't even do 1 star because I didn't really feel like doing it. And yeah, I'm playing on Transport, the heist that came out, the only DLC that came out for consoles. And that's what I want to talk to you about. Now, Overkill has released a statement, which is total bullshit. And if I'll tell you, Overkill, you're not going to get very many people to buy any of your other games that you're going to make in the future if you keep screwing people over like this. And if you don't know what's happening, I'll have a link down in the description that leads to the Steam community, which, by the way, that doesn't make any sense to post something that's about consoles on Steam. Way to go, Overkill. But yeah, one thing that they posted was that they're ending DLC on consoles for Payday 2. That means we're not going to get any more. And that's freaking dumb. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know. They give some lame excuse. And by the way, this was on February 26th, I believe. But I'm late to the party, so I apologize. I just didn't see it, and by the time I did, it was Friday. And that was the video that I didn't make. I forgot. So my bad. But yeah, I'm kind of pissed off at this. Most people are really pissed off at this. First of all, you didn't give us our DLC for about a year. That pissed off a lot of people. And now they're saying that they're not going to even put it on because the console is too old and the hardware can't be updated because they can't work with the 10-year-old. Granted, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 are 10-year-old consoles. But you don't put a game on here just to go, well, we can't do everything that the PC does. No shit when they update their stuff every 2 years. You don't fucking do this, Overkill. You don't. Let me read you what they have said, okay? And this is stupid, by the way, but I'm going to read it. That the Crime Wave edition is coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4 in June. For us, this is the ultimate heisting experience on the new generation console, featuring more than a year of post-release content at release, such as Old Hoxton, Clover, Dragon, the Big Bank Heist, the Diamond Heist, and much more. It also features new technical updates like improved frame rate, 1080p, and resolution, and improvement texture quality. That's great, I guess. More than 720, but whatever. 1080p is not that great. It's the best you can get, but I don't really care about that. I just want the DLC. Really, Overkill, you kind of shot yourself in the foot, no pun intended, since this is a first-person shooter, but you really shot yourself in the foot. Granted that the community on both Xbox 360 and PS3 are not the biggest, not like PC, but you're still killing some of your fan base that is loyal to you and want to buy your DLC, and you didn't give it to us. That's really, really dumb. And here's what else they have said, and I'll read it to you now. The question is, will you continue to support Payday 2 on 360 and PlayStation 3? And this is what they've said. In connections with this, we have decided to retire the Payday 2 updates developments on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. We wish we could provide more updates. For a long time, we have been looking at how we could add more updates for technical standpoint. Sadly, we now understand that it is impossible to continue doing so. We are confident that we have done everything we could do, cramming as much content as possible as possibly as they could on both of the platforms. There are several technical reasons as to why. For one, please understand that the technical perspective, some of these consoles are almost a decade old. While trying to understand why we couldn't develop more content, we learned that they don't have the firepower or the memory to deal with 50 additional content updates that we have been developing for Payday 2 after its release. Okay, I call total bullshit. Like I said, you don't make a game where you're like, okay, we're going to make a whole bunch of DLC for the game, but you don't put it on a console, I don't care what console it is, without going, can we do this? And if you've already put one DLC, you can put another DLC. I'm not a developer by any means, but you are pissing off a lot of people that bought the same game that they did, that the PC players did, and you're not delivering DLC, and then you don't communicate with us. Anytime anybody asks you a question on any social media, you either ignore it, block them, or give a weak-ass statement to why you can't, or you have told us in the past that it's simply coming. And that's not true. The fact that it doesn't have the quote-unquote firepower or the memory, you really think that Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 said that about the 360? I don't think so. Come on, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys don't have destruction in your maps. I'm pretty sure you don't have 24 players running around. Granted, you might have a lot of cops running around, but that's AI and not actual players, depending on ping and all that other stuff. What the hell is wrong with you? This is what I suggest, Overkill, and I hope you're listening. You're probably not, but I hope you're listening. The one thing that you can do is give us one last DLC. That's not going to really smooth over the community, but at least we could see that you've tried. And maybe people would forgive you. I'm a little bit more forgiving. I'm a little bit better of a person. Now, since I got the game for free by my friend that gave it to me that didn't want the game, didn't like it, gave it to me, I loved it. I will probably buy your game. I really don't think it is worth $60 fucking dollars, but I'll let it slide for that. As long as all of the DLC is going to be on there, and I can assure you guys, all of the DLC up into this Christmas, this past Christmas, will be on there. Now, anyone's going on further, I think in March and April and stuff, will not be in there, unfortunately. So, and also, your data will not be able to be transferred over, which is horrible. GTA did it, why can't you? I know you're a small developing company. I understand that you only have like 50 developers, but this should definitely be a thing. I know you guys don't really have a cloud or a website like GTA does, but it's kind of disheartening. Now, some people like it because they get to start over and they get to do everything over, and that's fantastic to build up. Thankfully, I was only Prestige 1. Okay, you'll see at the end that I'm level 80, but I'm actually Prestige level 1. You can't really see that too much. There is a way to tell, though. So, but there are a lot of people that spent a whole bunch of time building up to the level 5 prestige. That means they prestige 5 times and they went 100 levels to get there. That's a crazy amount of time, especially when you get towards the end. So, what they go on to say is that it says, what now? For those who are ready to make the jump to the next generation on console, we offer anyone who pre-orders the digital version of Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network a 25% discount for the duration of the pre-order period. By pre-ordering the game, you also receive the Hard Time loot bag to get you started. Now, that's the same loot bag that we got for the very first time. All of this is fine, but it doesn't really make up that you abandoned us during that whole time of the year giving the PC DLC. Overkill, you have made a mistake and you must fix it. I told you how you can fix it by giving us one last DLC. I suggest that you do that. Anyways, guys, this has been the Chaos Prophet saying don't get lost in the chaos. Later, and be free.